Field is set, ready to run. Stand by for a start. And they're racing. Give them a cheer, Australia, wherever you're listening. What a win in a cup we'll never forget.
Welcome back to the Reggies podcast, the Punt Show edition, the greatest Punt Show on earth, Tom. That's just a fact.
Yep.
You are joined by two blokes this fine Thursday evening. Gropes has been called in to work.
Cunt, isn't he?
He loves a bit of coin.
Loves money, doesn't
but
he?
he loves keeping on lights and fans and air cons for everyone in Queensland and New South Wales.
Yeah, so
He'll tell you that.
if you're sitting there right now and you're comfortable in your own home, you can thank him.
Yeah. You see him on the street, you say, thanks for your service, G1.
Yeah,
You
that's-
salute him. And you bow to him.
Because he does it to himself.
He does, in the mirror every morning. Anyway, there's our opening drive-by on the big fella.
Had to be done.
Back to punting. We've got the South Australian Derby or Derby. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. But that's our Group 1 for this weekend. Magic round in the league and everything in between.
Yeah.
All this glorious punting, Tom, is brought to you by Ned's, our wagering partner.
Mate, and even more so today, because I'm going to call this episode Working Smarter, Not Harder, because they have laid up a couple of absolute beauties for Magic Round, and I'm getting all over them personally.
One of them especially was almost like, knock, knock, hey, Jace, Tom.
Yeah.
This is for you, boys.
Hey, are you there? Look at this bet we've done on behalf of both of you.
I'm sure they've bugged our phones and listened to the show.
Which is
They've
great.
Made sure.
Which is great.
It's glorious.
So stay tuned for those because they're fucking unreal. Should we check if anyone won anything last week?
Yeah, we'll have a listen.
I really think this is the best bet anywhere in the country this week. And it's at Eagle Farm. Early in the day, race 2, number 6, Dillian. So I'm going to have all 5 units the win on Eagle Farm, race 2, and number 6, Dillian. $2.60 with our wagering partner Ned's at the time of recording.
All right, Reggies, Group 1 racing. Off to South Australia, the Sangster Stakes. Race 8, Morphettville. I like number 14, Amina. I'm going to go 5 units to place on Amina. So I got 3 chances to get this up. $5 Ned's are going to give me for the place. Oh,
Nice.
5 units on that. Number 14, Amina.
You win some.
Short and sweet.
Look, only a couple, but a couple's better than crickets.
That's true. That is true. And Pedro, that's actually a bit of eyes up punting, I reckon.
Yeah.
Getting five. Do you get 4s for the place? 5s for the place?
5s, I think he said.
Gee,
How
you will
are
take
you
that.
liking? How'd you like it when you looked at the field in the Group 1 today?
Me, myself personally, I thought there was a lot of value sniffing around and a lot of horses I'm not familiar with.
I think I've nailed it.
You reckon?
personally. Yeah.
You've got it
I've
covered?
got a same race multi, little cheeky one
Ooh,
for you.
that's not a bad shout.
And it is, I reckon it's great.
Wow, better the week, better the year. What are you calling
Well,
it?
my favourite of the day. Apart
Love
from
it.
the Ned's layups. Actually,
Yeah.
all 3 of mine are just fucking
You're
juicy today.
shitting in. You're going to feature in the print clip 3 times.
All
That's
right.
good to hear. That's good to hear.
First segment to kick things off, and my favourite, if I'm being honest, the old boys versus the young guns. When
It's all of our favourite.
Us 3 on the panel go head to head against our old mans. Yeah. Did you want to kick things off? Oh, should we let the fucking big fella kick things off?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
Righto.
it.
Grover.
Reggies.
His show.
It's your old pal G1 here. Look, duty call tonight. Got the call up for work, had to go in for night shift. When you're as important as me, you can't say no all the time, you know, so had to roll into work and get the job done. So think of me toughing out a night shift while you have a nice Friday. I'll be asleep when you're listening to this. Now the old boys segment. We've sort of been a bit stagnant the last couple of weeks after Jace got us back in the hunt there. So hopefully we can march on. Keep actually leaderboards will be out. Leaderboards will be out very, very shortly, and I'll have to see where we're at, who's in front, doing whatever. I'm assuming there'll be a lot of magic round betting going on between obviously Pedro, Rocket, Tommy, Jace, but I'll stick with the horses, and it's one of Jace's old favourites actually. It's Lady Laguna. She's going to go around at Hawkesbury. Race number 7 in the Hawkesbury Crown. It's a Group 3 race. And friends of the show, if you just go to the race there and have a look at the trainer, you'll see there's been a change. It's now Annabelle and Rob Archibald that trains. No more Neesham. So they've tied the knot. I think a week ago or so they've tied her up. Yeah, we didn't get the invite, unfortunately. We must have been, I reckon we might have been just on the cusp there.
We had
lost
They had to do some late cutting and thought, yeah, we're probably not going to be able to invite the Reggies. So all the best to them. Hopefully they live a long and happy life together. But yeah, name change there. Annabelle and Rob Archibald training Lady Laguna.
That might be a good omen.
Can they get a winner straight away for us? Let's hope so. I'm not happy about her having to lump the 60 kilos, by the way. That's a bit shit, but hopefully she's too good for them anyway and can get the job done. Third up, and
Peking.
drill. 5 units at $5. Thank you, Neds. $5 I think is nice and juicy. So let's hope Annabelle and Rob can get the job done for me.
I like that a lot.
Nice.
I love Laguna. I kind of went off it after it had a bit of a downfall, but the omen of the two trainers tying the
Surely
knot,
a bit of love.
Bro.
Like, how good's love?
bit of love in the air.
Love.
Laguna loves love. So I like that a lot, mate. Good on you, Grapes. Like of course, he was going to pump himself up there. Let you all know that he's a big deal. So we covered it for him, but he couldn't let it slide.
No, he has to let him know.
He's got to let him know.
That's right, mate. Which
Good
is great stuff. All right, should we hear from his old man?
We should.
Big Keto.
Reginald, Keto's heading to Morfettville Race 6, the Port Adelaide Cup. Yeah, the Cup's king. Look, I'm going rough with an aged local to prevail, number 6, Dixie Whistler. She's a 7-year-old mare, and it's a 5th run in from a spell, and I do note last year around this time when getting to the distance, she really hit form. Look, it's a pretty weak cup, so there's no reason she can't win. At $41 the win and $8 a place, I'll have 2 units to win, 3 units a place. Happy punting. Come on, you old boys.
Holy.
I don't know why I expected it to be anything less than that.
I was thinking maybe like 12s and 4s or something.
Sounded like, there's not too much going around in the cup, so I'm just going to throw in a $40.
Oh, well. Got to
Good
be
on
in it
you,
to win it,
Keto.
don't you?
Actually stopped in and saw Keto on our way up north on the weekends.
How was it,
Friday
mate?
mornings. Good.
Good to
His
see it.
joint is looking sharp now after he's got the new patio set up in the pool.
Yeah.
I remember that from last time.
Well, the pool was still under construction, wasn't it?
It was with that real awesome Tyler that they had there. I don't know if you remember
How's
that
it going?
bloke. It looks good, and it's quite green too. And Keto can make a bacon and egg sang. I'll give him that.
Fucking
he
oath.
knows what he's doing.
Mate,
but
Keto can do a lot of things.
he can.
He
Fucking
can.
everything. Just like his young boy too, actually.
Yeah, they're just asking. Good on you, lads.
Do you want me to take my
Yeah,
bet away
mate.
here?
You go for it.
Right, so we hinted at it before with some absolute layups for us.
And officially called player pumps
Player
on the
pumps,
Neds app. If you
officially.
go to the rugby league section, you'll see it in the specials.
So this isn't an ad, but it technically is an ad, but it wouldn't be an ad if you're already punting with the greatest bookie on earth, and we're talking about Neds, ladies and gentlemen, Reggies and Red Jets. Jump on to your little Orange Neds app and head to the NRL market this week. You will see the player pumps they're offering, and I'm jumping on any second rower to score the first, second, or third try in the number 11 or 12 jersey in the Storm and Raiders game. So that consists of Lisa Katoa, Sean Blaw, Matty Nicholson, and Hudson Young. One of them has to score the first, second, or third. Think about a little short ball down the left edge or the right edge, a little grubber
Katoa, Hudson Young, say no more.
Mate, that was my multi last week too. and I
First,
can't
second,
believe-
or third too. And just a disclaimer too, team, max bet of $50, single bets only, and T's and C's apply. Like if you are going that bet in the player pumps, but like we sort of had a talk about it before, and we're like, hey, it's with the Neds app. There's odds there. Get amongst it, Reggie.
Absolutely.
You'd be
You're
mad
silly
not
to
to.
not get on the absolute value they're just handing up this weekend.
100%.
But I love
it,
it. That
Jess.
is like literally handmade
That same
for
bet
us.
may be featuring in a different segment for me later.
I love that. I love that. So I'm going to slap all 5 units on it and
Yeah.
be really responsible because this is such a fucking juicy bet.
It is. It's so good.
And I say that considering my bet last week was Katoa and Hudson Young. And I'm sitting
Yeah.
there Friday night going, Katoa scored. I'm walking in thinking I've got a couple of days until Hudson Young scores. But
Yeah, but it
because-
means he's due though.
exactly. He's going to come up and be like, fuck, boys, I scored 6 and 3. It's time for me to score one of the first 3 tries.
That's right.
Beauty.
All right, let's hear from Pedro, eh?
G'day, Reggies. Old boys versus young guns. Alright, lads, I'm going to split my units up. I am going off the back of Carlton's massive win. I'm going to the Carlton-Adelaide game. That's right.
Easy.
Right, I got a 3-leg multi. Nice and easy. Carlton 139. Them odds are crazy and I'm jumping on it. 1-39, Harry Mackay 2+ goals and Charlie Curnow 2+ goals. Thanks to Neds, they're going to give me $6 odds for that little multi, so I'll have 4 units on that. And just to piss Scraper off, because it is the magic round, I've got an 8-leg try scorer multi. You'll be right, Grapes. You got this, mate. Across the full round,
That's awesome.
magic round,
He's tipping the
one
card.
try scorer from each game. Here we go. Iro from the Sharks, Hammer from the Finns, Jai Gray from the Rabbits, Darby from the Cowboys, Sloane from the Dragons, Cherry from the Dogs, Shibasaki from the Bronx, and Xavier Coates from the Storm. So thanks to Neds for that 8-legger. It's $500 odds.
Oh, my.
Woohoo! I'll have my last 1 unit on that.
Will ya?
All right, cheers, boys. Attack.
These old fellas just love swinging.
They
don't
love it.
Tom?
They fucking love it.
I wonder if Pedro's aware of the market that we just spoke about with Nets.
No, I don't think they
And
are,
an
Jace.
upcoming market that is
I don't think they are.
featuring as well. Because
And look, mate, I'm going a separate player pump, but one for the New Zealand Warriors versus North Queensland Cowboys game, and that is any winger to score the first try. Paying $3. Same thing again, disclaimer, max bet, $50, single bets only, T's and C's apply, but I do love a winger scoring and scoring early. And yeah,
$3.
that's 4 options of the prolific try scorers on the edges. You're getting
Mate.
$3.
In a game that will probably be high scoring as well, I think, between those two teams.
Yeah.
Like, Neds cannot lay this up to the Reggies listeners anymore.
No, well, I'm all
$3.
about it. Like, man, I had a look at those and then I went through the games, right? And I'm like, I'm going to Magic Round for me bets. Looking through, a lot of the games are fucking hard to pick this week.
Yeah, they are.
So I was like, oh, and then looking at these player pumps, I'm like, it's right there.
Neds literally have
It's
said,
fucking right there.
hey, Tom,
Yeah.
I know it is tough, so how about we just pick it for you?
Exactly. So I'll have all 5 units on that one.
Beauty.
Any winger to score the first try in the New Zealand versus North Queensland game.
I love that.
Get
I
in here,
think,
work.
see, the old boys are swinging, and you and I have both gone a little bet that is only paying
Well,
$3, but we're just going to
I've seen value,
chip.
Jace.
It's value.
I've seen
And
value.
we're just going to chip at them, and we're going
Sorry.
to combine, and
Yeah.
there goes your $500 multi.
That's right. Exactly.
Speaking of $500 multis, let's hear from
Yeah.
Rocket.
Yeah, dog in 2 minutes.
Oh,
Can we get through Rocket, or should we quickly do the dog?
let's do the dog.
Let's do the dog. Right. Well, I'll tell you who brings you Groper's Greyhound. It's the Lover Greyhound organisation. Look, Joe and the team, they help rehome former racing greyhounds. You've all heard of it by now. Based in Central Queensland and Southeast Queensland, they give these beautiful pups a home temporarily before you go out into the big world and can be adopted by Reggies and anyone out there. If you're not looking to adopt, you can donate as little as $2 for medicine, food, bedding, all the necessities to keep these pups happy and healthy. So if you want to donate or you want to find out more information, you head to lovergreyhound.org.au. You can find any information you need on there. Just get around the people to get around us, Reggies.
Well said, Jace.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Very well said. Now we are heading to Sandown Park, race number 5, dog number 6, Peaky Joe.
Peaky Joe.
Peaky.
Mate. Joe! This little Joe was peeking at us. And we were searching for a bit of juju. And look.
Hit it at 9.50, in box 6, vacant box number 5. Is it the favourite? No.
No.
Is it Peaky Joe? Yes, it's
It
Peaky
is
Joe.
Peaky Joe. And that's all you need to know.
That's it.
Oh, that rhymes
Yeah.
too, actually.
Look each way before you go. Have we got it up there?
I'm currently loading it up right
All right.
now.
So, look, this is the most juju one you can get because form's dog shit. Paying $9.50. But sometimes you don't need form.
No.
You don't need anything
Look.
except belief and juju.
In a greyhound, I think form is not necessary at all. And we've gone off form on the show and we still haven't fucking won. So why wouldn't we have a bit of a peek at Joe?
That's right. Look, Daniel Hibbard reckons it's going to come in at
Hibbo.
4th, paying 11s. Has it got the blows, does it?
It's got the blows.
out to 12s.
12s. But that just means that it's going to fucking
means
give you
these
more money
blokes
when you
have
win.
no idea what they're talking
They got no
about.
idea. No one in box number 5, Tom. So he's got plenty of room to just fucking
Just
boom
have
out
a
the
peek.
gates. Just bang. He's going to have a little peek.
He's
Look at
peeking
him.
out the
Look
box.
at him peeking.
Come on, Peaky.
Come on, Peaky.
Come on, Joe.
Let's go, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Wouldn't this be
He's
fucking
blown out
nice?
more, but that's
Look at him
all right.
scratching.
Oh, go, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Wait.
Find a good spot.
Not a bad
It's not
start.
terrible. He needs to get around this corner here.
Oh.
He's done all right.
I definitely should have went Peaky to place.
Yeah, look, we
Looking
kind of
at it in
overseen.
hindsight.
Well, we got excited and just thought we'll go on the win.
He's coming 3rd at the moment
Just
by a distance.
Yeah, a fair
And
bit.
currently
And
4th.
he's not getting any faster.
No, look, I think it's over.
Does he get the place? No, he doesn't.
No, Peaky Joe
Okay.
gets the 4th. So that's all right.
Mate,
Look,
you can't blame us for getting on Peaky fucking Joe.
yeah, how we had to get on Peaky Joe.
You had to. If we went against him in that race, it would have been against the punting gods and what the show's all about.
That's right, which is not what we're all about.
No.
So anyway,
Where the fuck's Summer Quinn?
Get
Give me Summer
we
Quinn
need it
back.
But get behind the Love of Greyhound organisation. They do great things, rehoming ex-racing greyhounds.
Yes. And shout out to Ken Booty.
Yep.
Part of the Rockhampton Greyhound Racing Club. He trains up there and he brought us into a great partnership with Love of
He did.
Greyhound Org. So
It's great
shout out
stuff.
to him.
Righto, let's hear from Rocket A to finish off the old boys
Yes,
versus
let's.
young guns.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, the privileged, Rockets roughies raring to go. Old boys versus the young guns. Let's go a 5-leg multi on North Queensland and the Warriors. Anytime try scorers and a winger to score the first try. Only on Neds. Murray Talangi, Jackson Purdo, Rocco Berry and Adam Pompey. Let's go 5 units at $30. Jump on it, stay hard.
Oi, so that's good though because I want the winger to score a first try as well.
Yeah.
And he needs those 4 extras too.
He does. So
So we'll cheer the first one home together, our son.
yeah, and then the rest of them can shit the
Shit the
fucking
bed.
bed.
That's right.
I didn't think they'd be that eyes up with it.
Yeah.
Rocket has swooped in.
Yeah, and just gone
Wow.
fucking. You can add that to me, multi.
Yeah, look at that.
I
Everyone's
think you
getting
can.
around
You could
Neds.
probably do that inside building your own multi in the app as well.
Yeah,
so I
I'm
don't think
pretty
it'd
sure
be
you
that
can.
special. You just would have went bang, found that in there.
Yeah.
Look, there's so many options you can do with Neds for these same game multis. It's
You
great
can.
stuff.
They are
Download
great.
the fucking app. Go have a look for yourself.
We can't pump them up enough.
It's
can we?
faultless. I fucking love it. So good stuff, Rocket. Good stuff, old boys. Let's move on to B1 versus B2.
The bananas.
2 great mates of the show, 2 blokes in the horse racing industry. Tommy Button took it out last year and pretty much led the whole year. Quite the opposite this year.
Completely
Barbary
flipped.
got off to a quick start and he hasn't been wound in yet. So pressure's on Button to pull something out of his freckle. Both the boys have had a few wins though
They
this
have.
year.
It's within reach, and they're both, I'm pretty sure, still on the positives,
Yeah.
which is great to see.
Oh, they're
that
both
means
doing
that
good.
they know what they're doing. They're well within the horse industry. But
Yeah.
did Barbary got a winner on the weekend? Was that in this segment or was that Group 1? I can't remember. But he's on a bit of a heater.
Yeah, no. he's
Consistency this year on the show has been quite remarkable, I must say. So we shall hear from him first, and then we'll hear from his little fella.
His young fella, yeah.
Okay, just stick to
Reggies! Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Tommy Dahl. Ooh. Ah. Tommy Dahl. Well done, brother, on the win on the weekend, mate. Sorry I couldn't be there. Very proud of you. Proud to call you, mate. And fucking hell, didn't you go through a war there? And then from all reports, ripped the fuck in afterwards. Very proud of you for that as well. B1 Barbary here, lads, after another successful weekend on the Rex Hunt. B2, you useless bastard. Couldn't even give the fucking G1 answer to the question last week. Fuck me, mate. Give you one
that's
job and
right.
you can't even do that. Anyway, for those interested, Groper, you were correct. The answer to the Group 1 trivia question last week, and I know you're not there, but you already know that you were right. It was Coolmore.
Now on to this week's bets, and I'm sticking on the Air Bjorn Baker train.
Bjorn.
Boys, I'm going to the Archer at Royal Rockhampton on Sunday. Rockhampton, race 8. I'm going to have a 2-bet play here. The top weight's the horse to beat, Iona Merck, who last start was beaten in the Doncaster Handicap by the likes of Steffi Magnetica and Royal Patronage, and there's no Steffi Magneticas or Royal Patronage in this. But Bjorn's got a second runner in the race. Me hero from a couple of weeks ago, Sandpaper, boys, number 4. And I think with these two runners, Bjorn's got an absolute fucking stranglehold on this race. And if these two horses bring their A game, they'll run 1-2. So for that reason, I'm going to have 3 units to win number 1, Iona Merck at 360 with Neds. He opened 380s already into 360. And I'll also have 2 units on the same race multi, number 1 to win Iona Merck and number 4 Sandpaper to run top 3. That'll get you 950 on the same race multi with Neds. So once again, Rockhampton, race 8, 3 units to win number 1, Iona Merck at 360. And in the same race, 2 units, same race multi, race number 1, Iona Merck to win from number 4, Sandpaper to run top 3 at $9.50. Like I said, with our wagering partner Neds. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punting.
Good on you, Barbs.
I don't mind
Thanks,
that.
brother.
You're going back to Sandpaper. Gave him a win, I think, a few weeks ago. Late in the day at Eagle Farm as well. So good stuff, Barbary. And
Nice,
yeah,
Barbs.
that was, I forgot about how Button just didn't provide the question.
Yeah.
Laid him up. I thought there was a bit of chemistry there, and Button just went, fuck off. But we will now hear from him.
Yeah, from
See
Barbary
what
son.
his little fella's got.
Yep.
Reggies, TBR here for the banana segment. This week, recording out of the car, so I might not sound as bad. I might not
Bit
be swimming
clearer.
this week. Anyway, off to the tips. I'm going to the Sunshine Coast. No prices up yet. They'll be up tomorrow. But I've got a multi. Yes, I'm a slut for a multi, and here it is. Race 3, number 1, Tiger Shark.
Likes
Good
Tiger
bear
Shark.
this, resuming. Got me last year. I think I tipped it first up, went no
Yeah.
good, then won second up. So this year, I'm going all in first up. It's been trialing the house down. I think it wins.
Nice.
Into race 4, number 1, Estrondo. Got a little sneaky tip on the side today, and they said this won't get beat. Anyway,
Some mail.
I'm going to have a multi. 5 units. Race 3, number 1, into race 4, number 1. Good luck, happy punting, and remember, the Moya, the fucking Moya.
See, I remember that Tiger Shark bet. And then,
I like that because
Same.
he usually, when he uses the phrase "slut for a multi," he's just swinging for the hills.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is
That's
genuinely
a calculated one.
This is a friend of his, a winner of the past,
Yeah.
and he's got some inside mail.
Inside mail.
Fuck
Inside mail from a reputable horse trainer.
Yeah.
Are you listening to that? Because I fucking am.
Oh, you're not going to ignore it, are you,
Oh,
Tom?
what was that, mate? Yeah, I'll be on.
Oh,
I'll
like
be fucking
that.
on.
Good stuff.
Good on you, boys.
Good
Well
on you,
done.
Barb's little fella.
Good on you. Righto.
Well, we'll probably hear from Barbary himself again now because
Yeah.
we've got the Group 1 segment.
Group 1 segment. I'm
So-
actually so interested to see what everyone's doing in this race.
This is a race where it's not, I think personally on the East Coast, even me and yourself, we tend to know most of the horses because
Yeah.
there's a few household names in there. These ones are a little bit less known. So it is a bit of stabbing in
but
the
it
dark.
talk to me, mate, and do a bit of research as well. though, so
Ooh, did ya?
I'm liking it. Yep.
You got something you like a lot, mate.
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Well, we'll hear from Barbary because all I know is that
He'll
it's
run
the
us
South
through it.
Australian Derby. I
Yeah.
can't give you history. I can't give you much. He's going to run it through it.
Let's hear from you.
Righto, lads. The Group 1 back to the City of Churches, like I said last week, where everything's half an hour and 30 years behind. I can't give South Australia too much shit. They do a really good job with their carnival, and we're on to the second day of it. Like I say, the South Australian Derby for 3-year-olds at set weights and penalties, run over 2,500 metres at Morfettville. First run in 1860. For $500,000. Some good horses have won this race. It is a little bit of a afterthought derby wise for some of these horses, but Very good horses have won it. Mummify, who won a Caulfield Cup. Rebel Raider. Howard Be Thy Name. Testifiable. Russian Camelot. And, of course, Explosive Jack. That was going to be my G1 trivia question this week.
Calm Jill.
What was the Kieran Maher trained galloper that won 3 derbies in a calendar year after winning this race? But Gropes, I already put it to him this afternoon. He didn't know the answer. Yeah, obviously he's not there, so that was going to be the trivia question. The answer was Explosive Jack.
Where's
on to the race this year. There's a lot of pace in this race this year, boys. One down the bottom for Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. Global Eclipse from barrier 5. I'm tipping he's going to go straight to the front. And from barrier 10, American Wolf under Mark Zara, and from barrier 17, Gold Rush Guru under Jason Stubby Holder. They will be pushing across from out wide, and I think the speed's going to be right on here. Don't get me wrong, the horse to beat is Statuario from the draw. The 2, but Gold Rush Guru did win the VRC Derby, and I think he's an out-and-out stayer by an American Triple Crown winner in American Pharaoh. But I'm further back than a set of nuts on a snag dog in this segment, so I'm going to go for one with a bit of weight relief, boys, down the bottom, a filly. I'm going to go with the 14 Cavity Bay for Tony and Calvin McAvoy and my little mate Harry Coffey. Barrier 16, she does go back, so she'll come across and Harry will get her into a lovely spot. Last start, she ran 4th behind Benadryl last Saturday in the Australasian Oaks. Wasn't beaten all that far. Daylight runs second, but she was very close up with the rest of them. And I think that just from the draw, I do like the backup. 2,000 metres up to 2,500 being by Cable Bay. I think she'll eat that ground up. And for the value play, boys, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to have 2 units to win, number 14 Cavity Bay at $21 and 3 units to place at $5.50 with Neds. That's the way I see the South Australian Derby. I may be completely off my fucking head, but like I say, I've got to take some risks in this segment to try and make up some ground. But that's the way I see it. Number 14, Cavity Bay. Cheers, lads. Keep it stiff. Happy punting.
Oh, Barbs, each way at Sawtooth Beach. Fucking well done. Should we hear from his...
Also, when you said calm Jill before, I didn't really know where you're going. It took about 2 minutes for my brain to tick over, and I was
No, good on you, Barbs. I didn't even look at that one, if I'm being honest. So that's probably good. That's why he's sort of
I think there's going to be a fair bit of that going on.
Yeah.
Do we hear from his young fella
Yeah,
again
I reckon.
now?
We'll
Stick
do that.
The procedure.
Yeah.
Reggies, TBR here for the Group 1 segment this week, the South Australian Derby. I'm going to go with number 2, Statuario. Look, I just think this horse brings the best form into the race, and I think he'll win. I'm going to have 4 units to win on him. And because I'm a whore for a first 4, listen up, here's the numbers. 2 to beat 4, to beat 8, to beat 1. Good luck, happy punting, and remember, the Moya, the fucking Moya.
Well, I hope he's right, Jace, because I'll tell you what I'm going now. There's 2 horses. I was talking to me mate Gibbo about what his thoughts are in the race and having a bit of a look myself. And there was a couple of horses that ran really well last start. 1, number 2, the Statuario. Oh, fucking whatever it is. Statuario. The grey ran really well and fucking cleaned up last race. You love a grey as well. And American Wolf ran really well as well. And it was hitting another horse right out.
Yep,
And Daylight. So what I've done is I've just gone both of those horses in a same race multi to finish top 3. And that's paying $6.
Oh, get fucked.
With Neds. So I'm going all 5 units for those 2 to finish top 3. It means one can slip in to the middle, one can win, and those 2 can come next. I just think those 2 are the form horses to fucking be at the front.
Yep.
With a safety, $6.
That's
I
good
just think,
punting.
fuck right off. I'll have all 5 on that.
I like that. And you've stepped into a race, like I mentioned before, where we don't we're not too familiar.
I've never heard of these horses in my life.
So you got a bit of little bit of help from a bloke
But
who
Gibbo
does know his horse.
He knows them.
Mate,
He sent me
there's
2 replays.
nothing that says
they
you
look
can't,
good.
you can't get a bit of fucking help from a bloke you know down
Nah,
the road.
and if someone does, then I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, too bad. It might be in Keto's Constitute.
Grover's not here, so it's my show now.
We can do all we want.
That's right. It's our show. Tonight it is.
We're taking over.
He'd
Good
be itching
stuff.
in his skin about that.
Oh, he wouldn't be happy.
No,
There'd be a
he's-
few
he'd be
things.
blown
Boys,
up.
you didn't say this at 14 minutes and 35 seconds. What are you doing?
But yeah, that's me anyway, boys. Well done, Button. I
Nice,
hope you're
mate.
right, mate. And yeah, let's hear from the old boy, eh? Let's do it. Rocket.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. Group 1, Morphettville, race 8. Horse 4, American Wolf. 3-year-old bay gelding. Zara on board, going for the hat trick. The gate might be an issue. Let's go 3 units at $7 a win and 2 units at $2.60 a place. Jump on him, stay hard.
Nice.
Nice, Rocket. Good stuff, mate. I'll go off the back of that. I'm backing in you slightly, and I'm going with Button. Did he say Statorio? Is that how it's pronounced?
Statorio. It might be a Statorio.
We'll go with
Let's just say
Statorio.
that.
But I think it is just the clear best horse here because, I've got expert level punting opinion, especially in a race like this.
Yeah.
But the market agrees with me, Tom.
Yeah,
it's the
it
clear
does.
favourite.
And it's a grey.
Here. And it's a grey. You just love a, what's
love
the
a
saying,
grey.
mate? A grey
Grey
late in the day. It's had a win at Caulfield over the 2400 recently with Jay Allen on board. It's up an extra 100 metres here with the same bloke on the back, and I think it's built up here regardless of the last start and getting a win. I think this will be its grand final, mate. I've just got a bit of a feeling. It'll finally take out Group 1. Draws barrier 3 again, so should get to the rail nicely, hold a good position, and then bang, just explode at the end for the win. And at $3.30, I just have to go all 5 units on it.
Nice,
I'm
mate.
not sitting pretty in the Group 1, but
Yep.
I'm not looking to make crazy ground
Chase,
just
you're not
yet.
gonna if you try and go rogue every time and the horse that should win the race wins, then you're still not going ahead.
Exactly. I'm not going to lie, recently with the Group 1s, I've steered away from favourites. I've liked other horses and I thought, they're too short to back. But this week I'm just going, it's too good.
The one you think's
Satorio
gonna
is
win.
too good and it's going to win. And I'm not going to make massive ground, but I'm going to win.
Yep.
So
Fucking oath.
all 5 units on that at $3.30, mate.
Copy.
We'll hear
Let's hear from
from
Pedro.
Peter. He'll love
Group
it.
1 racing, South Australian Derby. Well, I like number 4, American Wolf. Neds are going to give me $8 for that. Mark Zara on the back. It's in winning form. It's won either side of the 2,500, so it's due to smack this one. So I'm going to stick for my full 5 units on that. American Wolf. Cheers, boys.
Jeez, I hope you're all right.
You're sitting there and
Come on.
all we've really heard is Satorio and American Wolf.
Yeah, and Barb's though. Barb's
Yeah,
has
he went a
played
bit left field.
Yeah.
But not as far widespread as I thought it would be.
I'm keen to see what the Keatings.
Yeah, Big
reckon.
G and
He would've
Keto
looked
will
into it a
swing for the
fair bit.
hills, but I think Big G will have something different
Yeah,
for
he
us.
would have fucking studied the fuck out of
Oh, yeah. He'll know every horse.
Yeah.
He'll know it's fucking sire, it's dam.
What do you think he's gonna go?
Oh,
Do you reckon he's
fuck.
gonna
If
go
I
one of these two?
I think he's going to go left field.
You reckon?
I think he'll go.
He'll go like Barb's, try and pick something that the others aren't.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what, but it's not going to be American Wolf or Satorio, I
Well,
reckon, mate.
Let's see.
Right, men and women, Group 1 time. I don't know if Barb's would have said it, but I obviously rang him before, said, mate, can't make it tonight, so don't worry about doing the question, or maybe change the question up for the boys. And he asked me what he was going to ask on the show and didn't get it right. But I'm not on the show, so I'm still 4 from 4. Unlucky Thomas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have all me 5 units on the favourite here, boys.
Oh, we were so wrong.
Statuario. Johnny Allen has got the ride. I reckon he's clearly the one to beat. Great win last time at Caulfield. He's had a trial since. I reckon he's definitely the one to beat. But don't let me talk you out of backing anything that's rough, because 2,500 metres in a derby, not a lot of them have run the distance ever. So it's always a bit of a throw at the stumps, but I'll back the favourite. Let's get him home.
Nice.
He's gone
There you
pretty
go.
much the exact same logic I've gone with there, but I thought he was going to go something very different. Look, in a race like this, we kind of expected some throwing at the stumps, as Grabs just said, but not everyone's bowling a good line and length.
I'm laughing me bet.
Yeah, you have just got everyone covered.
Yeah.
It's a beauty. That size up.
Well,
rugby
one
league
will win
punting.
and the other will get pumped, though. Like he said, it's a fucking the derbies and all
Yeah.
those stretch of distances for all the horses. You
Anything
just don't
over
know.
about 2,000.
Barbs might just fucking scream through the middle.
Oh, he'll be fucking laughing because he's got no one with him.
Yeah. Well, actually, Barbs can win and I'll just come second and third.
Yeah, and then you'll still be right there going, hey, look at me.
All right, should we hear from
Let's
Keto?
see what Keto's
Come on,
got.
Keats.
This
What's he
has
got?
to be left field.
Rough? Yeah, rough.
Reginald, Group 1 racing back at Morfettville this Saturday for the Derby. Look, very open race this year, but I'm going to go with the Stackhouse and O'Brien combination in number 9, Politely Done.
There we
Dundee
go.
Gelding, who ran second to Staturio last start, who, might I add, was very impressive. But look, the $3 opposed to $19 in the Neds market just doesn't stack up to me. So let's have 2 units to win, 3 units a place, number 9, Politely Done. Until next week, happy punting, stay safe.
Been scratched, has it?
Yeah, put the pencil through that one. Sorry, Keto.
Well, he retains his 5 units, I suppose.
He does,
doesn't he?
unless he'd have to speak to his son and look in his rule
Look,
book.
I'm happy for him to have 5.
If he wants to put something,
Yeah.
if he wants to put something up by tomorrow morning, and if
Yeah.
he's spoken to,
Well, look, he
Groper,
can speak to his young bloke. And they can sort it out.
Those are
between
the
them.
2 big bosses.
Yeah.
Let's be true. Keto's got the Bible with him, and then Groper is our king.
Yeah.
So, but Paul Politely Done, scratched. I think Keto had a scratching last week too. So he doesn't.
Is he playing grubby or is it
He's
just
not backing
coincidence?
horses that actually race at the moment.
No,
Right.
good stuff. I'm keen to see how that race unfolds. I'll be very invested in
This
that.
will be a great one to watch.
Good stuff. Righto, Reggies. Time for the Neds Dart of the Week. Obviously brought to you by Neds. If you haven't already, jump in the Reggies group inside of the Neds app. That's the code, the Reggies, to jump in. Share your bets, share a bit of banter. It's great stuff. Jace, where are we heading this week, mate?
Mate, we're going to Hawkesbury, race 2, and our very favoured highway handicap. We love to do it for the dart. We've got
do.
18 runners, so just try and avoid the 19 and 20, mate. I know it'll be real easy to do with
Left-handed,
the eyes closed.
eyes closed. That's no
Yes.
dramas.
So
All right.
I'll quickly get the phone set up.
Yep.
And record it properly this time.
Righto.
I'm ready to go, and you are, mate.
Good to go. Righto, eyes shut.
Bang, number 6 straight away.
Righto. Number 6, we have Kotashi.
Kotashi, I think that's how... Kotashi.
Karen McAvoy on board. That's good.
You got a good
56.5 kilo. We're paying $18 a win, $5 a place. Mate, I actually like the last 3 starts. Second, first, second.
They're good place odds then, mate.
Mate, it's good. So you can actually go on your Neds app there and go... You're getting $3.70 for that horse to finish top 4. So
That's not bad at all.
download the Neds app, go top 4, go to win if you want, and get in that group. Share your bets. Let's go. Let's head to the last segment, The championships.
Let's do it. Let's wrap it up with a very good segment, which we are probably getting spanked in, Tom.
Yeah.
The champs. Look, they've got a bigger field to pick from in terms of who gets to punt. They get to dabble in everything. So,
Everyone's best bet of their life.
So you should
once
be
a
fucking
week.
winning. This is their one chance.
So we got a new punter this week, Zane Gilder. He's our man. I went through the comments, and the only good one I could find was Matt Burns, who said, "Let's go, shit name."
That's good. I
Because
saw
it was
it.
fucking hard.
That's tough.
All I could think of was gill and fish.
Yeah,
but I'm
it is.
like,
but we've always said with the names that if you're forcing it too hard,
yeah, it's got to come to you.
it has to be.
It's got to just
natural,
come to
doesn't
you,
it?
and you got to think, oh, what? And then you have a laugh.
Someone said, like I saw a couple of people talking about Zayn Malik, like One Direction.
yeah, but it's
That
just-
was shit. Not gonna lie, straight up to you, that was crap.
But anyway,
shit name.
kudos to him. I hope he can pull a bet out here, and we'll see how he goes. So, big Zano.
Yeah. Should we hear from shit name?
Let's hear from the shit name himself.
Let's hear from Shitty.
Reggies!
Hey.
Zanel Beats here, or you may
Oh.
call me Mr. Beats.
Zanel Beats.
You guys are fucked
That'll
this
do.
week. Tommy Dahl shook my hand on the walk over to the casino.
He probably hasn't washed it.
What was it, Saturday morning at the Podcast Royale. And since then, with that right hand, I've not lost a bet.
Oh.
Won 500 or so on blackjack and maybe a few wins on the pokies.
Fuck,
so
there you go. Thanks for coming too, mate.
Here's my Tom Dahl right-hand pick for this week, a head-to-head multi.
Just glazing.
I've got St Kilda to beat Freo, into Western Bulldogs to beat Port, into the Dolphins to beat the Roosters, paying $5.50 on Neds. I got 3 units on that, and then we know Tommy Miles loves his Charger, or I might say a line. So here is my Neds Tommy Miles line multi. I've got Richmond at 49.5 plus into Gold Coast Suns plus 10.5 into Dolphins plus 1.5 into Gold Coast 12.5. That's paying $12.22 at the time of recording. Thanks, Reggies. I'll see you next week for my bets again.
That's great stuff.
The Tommy Miles multi.
That's fucking great.
Wow.
Good on you, mate.
That was good. And do you feel like there's a little bit of pressure on you now? That he's completely just
as you saw on the fucking
winning.
Weekend, boys, pressures for tyres, cunt. Pressures for tyres.
Yes, it
Anyone
is.
would think that'd be pretty pressure, hey, in that arena?
Yeah. So this arena, surely you can step up in this one.
Yeah, except for when I punt on UFC most of the time.
Yeah, well, you just stop apparently anything and everything.
Anyway, good on you, bro.
omen.
And like I said, appreciate you coming and supporting us on behalf of the Reggies community on the weekend. I hope you had a fucking ripper time, and I hope your good luck finishes right now.
Yeah, like we love Omen in the show. We love a bit of juju, and you've clearly got some there.
I was on the weekend, mate. That's why it brushed off. But back on the punch show, look, I've been a bit off. Like,
Saturday,
I'm not on a heater still here.
Saturday at the Gold Coast Convention Centre, things tend to swell and crazy things can happen.
Crazy things can happen.
Sitting back here behind the bar on the punch show, I think he might have washed his hand.
But best of luck to you, mate. We'll see how we go. Well said, too. I love the fucking Tommy Miles.
That is so fucking good. The line multi.
Should we hear from the G1?
Yeah, we'll hear from him. The champ himself.
Yeah, no, they do. They get a bit lucky all the time, these fucking listeners, mate. It's ridiculous. And but it's good, you know, we let them win anyway. Most of the time I just throw out a bet there that I know is going to lose so that they streak ahead. But anyway, just let me do this last recording, mate, and I'll be with you. I'll come say g'day. Righto. Record and... Righto, Reggies. It's championships time. Now, look, leaderboards will be out tomorrow. Oh, well, let's say Monday, maybe they'll be out. And you're well in front, and it's good to see. You know, we try our hardest every week to catch us, but you're just too good for us sometimes. And there's no luck about it. There's some good punting going on from you. So, good work. Keep it up. And look, hopefully I can jag one this week and make up a bit of ground. So I'm going to have a three-legger and go Eagle Farm Race 2, number 4, Floozy. Very short, $2 I think you'll get for her. Into the Broncos to keep just piling on the pain for the Penrith Panthers. Notice I haven't gone that in the old boys, Tom. Looking after you there. Into me other side, Call me Pedro. I'm backing both my sides this week.
Yeah, nice.
Hawthorn 60 plus. We will smoke the Tigers after kicking like 12-year-olds for a couple of weeks. Everything's going to click on Sunday. 60 plus. 3 legs, $7.15, 5 units. I'll see you Tuesday for the sports show. Can't wait to recap Magic Round. All the very, very best.
Has he ever done that? He's right, the Call Me Pedro thing, but I thought
he doesn't normally do that.
He's always said, he's like, the thing about you blokes, you always back your team, and now he's become the thing he wants.
Well, look, it might work for him. He's changed it up a bit.
I hope it does for Broncos' sake. But, you know, we know what happens now. If Hawthorn and Broncos lose, he'll stop them forever.
Yeah.
And that's what the Reggies community will claim.
Oh, well,
I'll claim it too.
Anyway.
I hope he's right.
Now, you heard us talking about player pumps before on the Neds app, and you heard Jace's player pump. Melbourne Storm, Canberra Raiders, any second rower, jersey 11 or 12 to score, first, second, or third. Disclaimer, max bet $50, single bets only, T's and C's apply. That's what I'll be going with all 5 of my units because I love that bet. Yep. I think that's my favourite bet of the weekend. Katoa or Huddy Young, horny for both of them to score. Feel free to score first, second, and third because it'll still win $3. Get it in ya. Fucking stop it.
Oh, I just salivate every time I hear it.
I just love it.
Canberra especially, like Matty Nicholson has proved he can score. Katoa, we like back in Katoa, but Sean Bloor, there's no reason why that
feel free,
Shauno,
Sean the sheep.
If you want to take the reins.
Feel free to share the line.
Old sheepy.
Yeah,
just dive over
fucking dive over. Because how
good.
often do you pick one second row and the sneaky bastard on the other side scores? Feel free,
right.
son.
It's
today.
very common.
Feel free today, son. So that
who gives a fuck who does it? Just one is do it early.
It was fucking one, yes. Righto, so let's go. Let's hear from Rocket.
No. We won't be hearing from Rocket.
Shut up, mate.
We'll be hearing from
Jace.
me. We've heard enough from Rocket.
Yeah, we have.
Now you're about to hear a very, very nice bet. Caulfield Race 5. I'm backing Fleetwood to win.
Oh.
First up here after a very long spell in the paddock, Tom. November last year was its last start. So it's had a couple great trials in between then, including a win just over the 1,000 metres a few days ago. So I think it's a very classy horse. It's a bit of a household name. Compared to the rest of this field as well, I think it shines. Bar maybe Oak Hill, but I don't think Oak Hill's up for this one. His first up record is very promising with old Fleetwood, and a win at this distance, you never know. With the first up, I keep going back to that because I think he's just going to explode after having some time off here. $4.80 with the great and powerful Neds, and I'm just going to slap all 5 units on it.
Beautiful, bro.
I've gone all 5 units across 3 bets in all 3 segments because I'm that fucking confident in it, mate.
Sounds good, mate. Well, look, surely in today's show, there's some winners across all of them. I'm looking forward to a big weekend of footy, some racing. Look, just to sneak it in there, our fucking Bulls bucking at the PBR in Newcastle, State of Origin.
Ooh,
the first
that's
fucking
right.
first PBR State of Origin. So look out for the Alpha Blokes Warden bucking out there. Benny Bowe draws him.
Queenslander, New South Welshman.
Yeah, Queenslander. The
Yeah,
Bulls are
good stuff.
Queenslander too, just because he
Fucking
is.
oath.
So
He bleeds maroon.
Hopefully he gets to buck off a couple of New South Welshmen. We'll see how we go. But yeah, mate, and the women's Origin's on right now.
It is. I
So
think
we'll
it's
have
literally
to-
just kicked off.
We'll have to let you go and we'll go check that out. But if you're going to have a punt, make sure you punt with Neds. Get around the people who get around us. Get in the Reggies group. If you think a bet is better than what we've put up, fucking show us.
Yeah,
Feel
it's your
free to
chance
show us,
prove
boys.
it. And if you want to follow our bets and
Yep.
you're thinking, oh, I don't have the time to put the multi together or I don't know where I can find it. Well, if you're in that group, you'll see it shared and all you got to do is bang, copy bet.
Yep.
It's right there for you. So
It's
get
great
amongst
stuff.
it.
It's great stuff. Shout out to Neds. Shout out to you guys. See you later.
Hooroo.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website